It's that time of year again, which means MCC Pride is right around the corner. And as someone in the community, I couldn't be more excited for this festival of fun that raises money for such an important cause. But, as always, it's my job to tell you who'll win, who'll lose, and who will shock the world. These are my predictions for MCC Pride 2023. But before we begin, let me know your predictions in the comments section below and I'll feature them in a future video. Also, whilst you're down there, make sure to subscribe. It would truly mean the world to me on my way to 5k and I would really appreciate if you did so. So please consider it. Anyway, enough messing around. Let's begin with 10th place. The LLAMAS. Ollie returns to the event after his win in MCC 31, and I definitely think it's a bit too early for him to be leading a team. Of course, he has Sylvie alongside him, which will definitely help him when needed, and those two are going to be a really good PvP partnership that I expect to do quite well in some of the games. And with Kara and G alongside them, who are amazing teammates to have, they could stand some sort of a chance of getting higher than this. Unfortunately though, I just don't see it, with no hard hitters in this team that could really affect their chances of victory. But as it's Pride, I just really hope they do so well. It's such a fun event. And the main thing of course is raising money for charity, which is the most important thing in this tournament. But still, I hope they prove me wrong and do well in the actual event. They are awesome. 9th place. The CYAN COYOTES. Illumi Goomy has to be my favourite duo name ever. It's going to be so much fun to have them, and they're a really cool duo and I expect them to do quite well and try and lead this team to some sort of good position as a duo. Obviously I think Illumina will do spectacularly, it's Illumina, so you know. But given the lack of experience of Janet and Ryan Higa, who are amazing people to have in the event and I'm super excited to have them, but lack of experience, I just don't think that they'll do too much in the end. It depends on Illumina, of course. He can rally a lot of teams behind him. He's done it before. But yeah, unfortunately, it's just 9th place for me. Although, again, I really hope they do well. And also, I'm just, again, so excited to see Janet and Ryan Higa in the event. It's going to be awesome. 8th place. The Green GECKOS. Another really cool duo here, which I don't think we've ever seen before in Ranboo and Hbomb, which could actually work really well. I'm really excited to see them. Obviously, Hbomb is great at pulling people together and getting the best out of them, which, I mean, does Ranboo really need that? But still, coming off of Gen Loss, which was amazing, by the way, it's going to be interesting to see. Now he's had an event off. Usually he's in event after event after event. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. Obviously he was superb recently, so I expect Ranboo to do well. They've got Sykkuno, who has been in now 3 non-canon events, which is so cool. He is such a sick person, as well as LilyPichu. So you know what, I'm expecting this team to do quite well in Meltdown, since it's very similar to Valorant. But I'm really excited to see how they do. Again, the Minecraft experience, or lack of it, doesn't help them, which is why they come in 8th. 7th place. The Blue Bats. The Simmers are back, and they definitely have a chance to pull off a shock after showing how excellent they were in MCC Scuffed, and they're joined this time by Antfrost, which I'm super excited about. I think Antfrost is going to push them so hard. Obviously, Antfrost is a little sweat, who I love. I think Antfrost is one of my favourite players, but still, the amount of hardcore training he does and the amount that he'll make the Simmers do, hopefully, will be immense and will just get them better and better. Because Dr. Guon and Vixella did pretty well last event, and obviously Zeus has the juice. So, you know what? I really think this team could do well. I'm excited to see them, and I hope that they could even maybe get a top 5 performance. It's unlikely, but in Antfrost we trust. 6th place. The Orange OCELOTS. I've got to say, this is probably my biggest surprise pick because obviously this team's really good. Owen, whenever he's been in events, has proven to be amazing. Obviously, that's literally only in Rising and one game of Last Pride. But still, I really think Owen has got some pretty good skill in there and could do pretty well in the event. Obviously, has some secrets from testing, except didn't really test, just film testing. But you know what I mean. He's along with Smager, who he's very good friends with, and Smager's done really well recently, getting into 3 dodge bolts, which has been amazing. And I think Smager's, he's got better and better, because he had a little bit of a difficult time at the end of Season 2, but he's come back and has proven to be quite a good player, along with Martin, who's also done superb and been really, really good recently. I think it's gone underplayed how good Martin's been. And finally, Gucky, who is a superb final player to have. Obviously hasn't been in the event, but is going to bring so many good vibes. And I'm really excited to see her in the event. I think it'll be superb to have her in there and definitely will cause a lot of chaos with a player that comes on later on in this list. 5th place, the Red Rabbits. This is a really strong team that I expect could do pretty well in the event. We've obviously got Pizza Hut, who is superb, and he's joined by the Hermits of Grian and Gemini Tay, as well as the newcomer Hermit of Zombie Cleo, who I really expect to do pretty well in this event. And I think she could, surprise a few people when it comes to it. I think this team is, however, very dependent on how Grian and Gem do. They've had a few events off. Grian only plays in non-canon. Gem hasn't played recently, but they are very good players. And if they bring that skill that they have, they could do pretty well. It just depends on that. It really depends on that for Red. And if there's a sneaky build mark, maybe that could even help them. But this team is superb and I can't wait to see how they do. 4th place, the Pink Parrots. This is a really strong team and I'm super excited to see them. I'm expecting 5 up to lead alongside Tubbo and Becky and Ron, which is a really good vibes team. I don't know if we've had 5 up on Tubbo before, but I don't know if we've had Becky and Ron with either of these players. I can't remember off the top of my head. But even so, it's going to be really cool to see them all join together. And I really expect them to do quite well. I think they'll shock a few people, along with Piso, who I really think could do very well based on what people have told me, as well as a little bit of research. And then incredibly exciting newcomer to the event and could do pretty solid. So I'm really excited for this team. And they're kind of my underdogs. Well, sort of, because I've seen a lot of people rank this next team very low, and that is 3rd place, the Yellow YAKS. Look, for me, this is a very strong team. I'm saying they're potential underdog because people aren't rating them very high, but it's exactly the same story as the last event for JoJo, who did excellently, leading her team to victory then. And I think it could be the same here. Also with this team being really cracked at dodgeball because Force and Pearl have done amazingly in the past and they are pretty solid players as well, with Amesy also doing extremely well recently, and I really think that Amesy could be the shock in this event. Has the experience now, is really good, and along with this team it's just going to be a really good vibe. So they're sort of my underdogs. I've just seen too many people rank them too low and I think they could do phenomenally in this event. If they get into dodgeball, as I say, they could do superb. Force and Pearl obviously got that dodgeball clutches, and JoJo did amazing last event. This could be really good. This could be a really good team. 2nd place, the AQUA AXOLOTLS. Yes, the last team could make it into dodgeball, but they're going to have a tough time when it comes up to AQUA, who are a really solid team throughout. All have so much MCC experience and are really solid players. We start off with Philza and TapL, who are a duo that are sure to destroy. We've obviously seen them before and they won. I'm really excited to see them again. They obviously had that chance in MCC 28, but unfortunately it got cut short. But now we're going to see them for full time and I'm super excited about it. Velvet is a really good player. Velvet's been doing superb recently and I've called this for a long time. Ever since last Pride, where Velvet in his first event came 14th. So I just knew that Velvet was going to be an extraordinary player, and it's proved to be right. And this event, I think it's going to be very much the same. Obviously, not with purple this time, but still, I think Velvet's got a good chance of getting another top 15 performance. And then finally, Eric, who is a superb player, brings such great vibes, brings such great calmness, and somehow makes it into Dodgeball so much. So, again, I'm expecting this team to make it. And in Dodgeball, they will face first place, the Purple Pandas. This is a really wonderful team, and we finally see Mr. Cat in the tournament, who is so excited, and she absolutely deserves to be. It's really cool to get another creator that's been so involved in Minecraft for so many years and MCC to be in the event. Obviously a previous tester, but she is going to be so good, and I just think they're going to be awesome. Alongside Kratzy, which is a crack duo, by the way. If you don't know, Mr. Cat is very good at the game. And then Kratzy alongside, they're going to be superb, and I really think they could destroy together. We also then have Gizzy, who somehow does superb when it comes to Pride, despite not being in, well, mainly just in Pride, let's be honest. So I'm really excited to see how Gizzy does, because he just seems to do superb whenever he's in Pride, and is just a really solid Minecraft player and an awesome person as well. And then finally, Elena brings the side together and gives them a lot of dimensions for games and calmness. Again, brilliant forward-thinking mind that I really think could do well in this team to push them to victory, which hopefully they get, because it would just be awesome to have a new winner yet again. We had 3 last time, so let's see. It's obviously a non-canon event. It is raising money for such an important cause, so make sure to check it out. I will put a link in the description as well to the funding page. I'm not sure if it's out yet, but I'll make sure it's up there. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Obviously, I'm trying a little bit more like freehand stuff now, so if you enjoy, please make sure to like and comment below that you are enjoying it, because I'm incredibly nervous about it, by the way. I hate doing this, but, well, it's just cool, and you guys seem to be enjoying it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and as always, peace.